feedbacks. Okay? Your feedback matters. What you want, you have to write, then only you'll get it. Okay? Yes. So let me just start with I'm not teaching you any programming today. Our few sessions will be going on in a slow pace. Why? Any idea? Huh? PCs? ACs? Okay. Yes. No, I'm not teaching you very basic also. In the few days, we'll just start with our lab setup to be started, right? Are you all comfortable with the Linux platforms? Yes? How many of you no issues? If you are not comfortable, no issues. How many of you are comfortable? Please raise your hand. So count our people, not even less hands are raising. So normally what we are going to do is we work with Linux platform. My speaking style will be a bit speedy because Malayalam, you know whether the language, maybe you heard in some languages, movies, it's in a very speed pace. So my English also will be in that express speed. So doesn't mean that my topic I'll make it clear for you in the class. Only thing is if I'm going a bit speedily and if you're not able to accept that, please raise me that ma'am, please reduce. Okay, so that you should please keep in mind. I'll be keep telling to all the batches that please remind me. I'll be aware about 10 minutes. After 10 minutes again my pace will be this speed. Okay, but I can guarantee that the concept will be clear to you. Okay, yeah. So what I want is you should go with my flow now onwards. You should not keep for tomorrow. We have a habit that I will do something today. That day will not happen, right? Okay, then I'll think night I will do night out and I'll prepare. No, if some friends came, you will go with them. Again, you will think that okay, today I will work this many hours, that day also will not happen. But that should not happen here. Whatever we are explaining in the class should be your first priority. What we are explaining in the class should be your first priority. After that, same thing, just go to the lab and execute it. Then after few days of our course, after each modules, what we'll be having is in each modules different topics will be there. After completion of each sessions, what we'll be giving you is we'll give you a platform to do practice. We have a learning management system where you can see like hackathon kind of programs with test cases, and we'll be giving you quizzes, and we'll be giving you what assignments to do. There are a lot more tasks we'll be giving you here. So the basics, if you are aware about the programming, then only your other modules will be easy. Like ARM, Linux, what else, TCP/IP. So many modules are yet to come. So the basic is you must be clear with which one C program. If one programming language, if you are aware about, you can update with any other language. Java will be very easy at that time. C++ you can upgrade later. So all those things, day-wise things to be known in day-wise session. Yes? Yes, without making it so delayed, I'm just asking you, did you practice with C program? I was almost all are aware about C program, right? In which semester you had? First semester. Did you do it well, or how was your C programming went in the college? Somehow we did and we completed the lab, right? Yes or no? Yes. So that should not happen here. Here it should be in your hand. Programming should be in your hand. So what was the first program you have done? Hello World. In which ID? VS Code. Yeah. Otherwise, previously in my stage we had done with Turbo C. Have you experienced with Turbo C? A blue color screen was there. Yes or no? So let me know which compiler you have used there. Turbo C is not a compiler. GCC compiler, are you all aware about that? Which ID, which editor you might have used? Huh? Which one? Some texter. Text editor. What is that? Any name? Which debugger you might have used? Something happened. No. First semester we learned program. We were not aware about what has happened. Who is doing this task? Are we aware? No. When you click on VS Code, a platform will be opening there. We'll start writing the code over there. When you go for Turbo C, a blue color screen will come, you will start writing hash include stdio.h and the program will be completed there. Yes or no? We were not aware about which editor it is using. We were not aware about which one, which compiler, which translator, which many things internally happening. Are we bothered about that? No. So, but the exact thing what we are going to do here is, we are going to analyze everything one by one. So, in order to analyze each stages, we are going with here with Linux platform. Which platform we are going with? Linux platform. We have to go with Linux platform. And tomorrow onwards, your lab will be starting. You will not be having much task over there. Only thing is the basic Linux command to be go with that. Yes, basic Linux command. The after tomorrow onwards, it will be going with the compilation stages and all. And your lab timing will be for a week. You will be having. Shall I fix at 8 o'clock? Okay. To make your breakfast done, I'm just making it from 8:30 a.m. 8:30 a.m. to 10. But maybe after a week it will be at 7. Yes, this is for a week. Because in the starting day we don't have much programs to do. That's right. That's the reason we are keeping at 8:30. And after a week you will be having from 7 to 10. Clear? Yes. So timing and all we'll discuss a bit later. So let me start with the printf. What was your first program you have done? Yes. What is a printf? Is it function?
Yes.
What kind of function? Predefined function. So what are the different types of functions you know? No, categories of functions. Predefined function and user-defined function. Yes? Now, what is text file and executable file or library file? Or what is header file and what is library file? Please have a note in your book. What is header file and what is library file? Yes, what is the header file? Text file. Okay, what is library file? Binary file. What is there inside text file and header file and what is there inside library file? What does header file contains? Definitions of function, okay. So let me write here. Header file is text file. And you told me that the library file, it is binary file. Header file is text file, library file is binary file. What does it contain? What does header file contains? So one answer I got from your side is, what is that? Definitions. Function definition. Are you agreeing with this point? This is the answer I got from your end. Is it valid or not? Is it header file containing function definitions or not? This is a wrong answer. Your header file does not contain any function definitions. What it will be containing? Some function declarations, function declarations, type def. Such kind of informations are available where? In the header file. Your header file does not consist of any definitions. Just it will be having some, what is that definition, that declarations of the function. Yes, it does not contain function definitions. It is containing some declarations, type def, enum, all those things are available where? In the header file. So you should not tell that function definitions are available in the header file. What it is containing? Header file is a text file and it contains function declarations, some type def, macros, all those things are declared over there. Is this clear to everyone? Have you tell me some of the header files? Yes, you have seen hash include, std, io.h. Yes, math.h, mathematical library, header, right? Conio.h, okay. String.h. Come with that point. Can you see here? I have went to the path of USR include. Yes. Can you see here so many .h files? Is it listing out so many .h files here? Can I go for here? Just check somewhere stdio.h is present or not. Can you see here? stdio.h. Where it is available? It is available in the path usr/include. Can I open that? stdio.h. I'll come with the command just to show you what is there available in the header file. I'm just trying to open stdio.h. Now see, these are the contents available where? In the stdio.h. This is the contents. Can you see here? So many header files are listed there. Observe and see whether any definitions are available. This is all related to which one? File handling. Can you see anywhere any definitions available? No. What is available here? Only declarations, some type def, file in file or functions, all those things are available. So let me go over. Observe here. Printf. What is printf here? Printf is a predefined function. Yes, why printf is used? Why printf is used? To display the output where? Onto the console, onto the terminal, or onto the screen. Yes. Now, I have opened stdio.h, which is a header file. Are you finding any definitions of this printf function? No. What are you finding here? You are just finding only the declaration. What is declaration? What is declaration means? What is declaration? Now see, what it explains here is, I'm just writing here this as, this is function declaration. What it informs here is, the name of the function is printf, and here constant char star here means, this is the first argument. Printf, first argument is a string. What is that? Printf, first argument is string. When I give here your first program, printf with double quote, what you have given here? Hello world. This was your first program. Yes, anything with double quote, we represent it as what? String. If I want to represent my name, How will I represent my name? Let's say Kripa. What is this here? This is a string. And if I write just with one single code, this is called as what? Character. This is called as character. This is called as string. Understood here? How to identify a character and a string is within a single quote. If I put here, this is called as what? Character. Anything with double quote if I put, that is called as what? String. What is string? All those things in our upcoming sessions we'll learn. And this character will be how many bytes, everyone? What is a byte?
1 byte.
Yes, byte means 8 bits. So character constant occupies how many bytes? 1
One
byte.
byte.
1 byte or how many bits?
8
8
bits.
bits. When we start with our data types, we'll come with all this byte, bits, all those concepts. Okay? Is it this clear? Yes. So now, here what is this function declaration is mentioning is printf is a predefined function which has first argument as what? First argument of printf is what? String. And what is this 3 dot indicates? Yes, this is called as ellipsis notation. What is this called as? Ellipsis notation. Please write a note of this. 3 dot indicates here is ellipsis notation. What is the meaning of that? Why that 3 dot is given? What it is informing to the compiler that printf is a function which is capable of receiving variable number of arguments. What is that? Printf is capable of receiving, what is that? Printf is capable of receiving variable number of arguments. What is variable number of arguments means? It is just informing to the compiler that some programmer may be using printf function. So that function is a predefined function which is capable of receiving a variable number of arguments. What is the meaning of that variable number of argument means? Different count. Let's say you might have printed like this. How many arguments here I have provided? 1 argument. In printf, first argument must be what? String. First argument must be string. So if I want to go with the second and third argument, let's say x is equal to percentile d, comma, I'm just giving here as 10. I'm just giving here as 10. In the first printf call, how many arguments I passed here? 1 argument. In the second function, second time when I call, am I calling a different function or the same function? Huh? Same function. Printf. Second time also I am calling same function printf. How many arguments I am passing here? 2 arguments. First argument is what here? String. This completely is my first argument. What is my second argument here? This is my second argument. So how many arguments altogether I given here? 2 arguments. Why these 2 arguments? Am I getting error in this case? No. Why? Printf, when I call for the first time, I passed only 1 argument. I did not get any error. Second time when I call printf function, how many arguments I passed here? 2 arguments. Still I did not get any error. Third time again I am calling the same function. Is it this clear to everyone? Everyone? Now, when I go over, one more time same function I am calling. Printf x is equal to percentile d, comma, y is equal to percentile c, comma, 10, comma, I am just giving a character k. Here how many arguments I passed in this function, in this call? 3 or 4? How you are getting 4? What is the first argument? First argument in the printf is string mandatory. So is it completely becoming my first argument? This is completely becoming my first argument. In printf, if you want to print the first argument, format specifiers are not mandatory. What is that? To print the first argument, where in printf, to print the first argument, format specifiers are not mandatory. I'm not teaching you any programming, just some overview about the printf function. Yes? But if you want the second argument or third argument to be printed, what is mandatory, everyone? Format specifier is mandatory. If you want to print the first argument, what is not mandatory? Format specifier is not mandatory. Let's say, what is this here? X. It's a character here? Yes. So X will be printed as it is. X equal to, that is also a character. Whenever in the printf, if it is finding percentile symbol here, it will just check for the immediate next character. Whenever a percentile symbol is found in the printf, it will check for the immediate next character as whether it is percentile D, whether it is percentile C, whether it is percentile S, or whether it is percentile X, like this. If it is finding next to percentile D, you don't have to take any permission to come inside the class. Please maintain the timing. Okay? Percentile D means the next argument expected is, what is that? Argument expected is integer. Understanding, everyone? So now see here, x is equal to percentile D. So which is the second argument it is expecting? Integer. From where? This is the second argument which is expected here. This is my second argument. This is my third argument. So how many arguments are there in the printf now? 3 arguments. Somebody has told me 4. Is it clear to everyone? Now what is the sign here? X is equal to 10. Comma is a character or not? Yes. Y is equal to, it is finding a percentile character here. Next, immediately it will check for the next character. Is it percentile D or is it percentile C? If it is finding percentile C, the third argument it is expecting is what here? Character. So here I need to give what? A character. So what is printed here? A character. K is printed. I guess you got it how the printf is behaving. How to create our own printf you will be learning after the C completion in our advanced C course. In the advanced C 1 week course we have more about the printf. There you need to create your own printf function. Yes? Is it clear how the printf is behaving? So what is this printf? Printf is a predefined function which is capable of receiving variable number of arguments. What is variable number of arguments? Different arguments I can give. See in my above example, when we start with our first programming in C, you have called how many arguments here? 1 argument. For printing the first argument, no format specifiers are needed. Without any format specifier, I will get the output. But if you want the second argument or third argument to be printed, what is mandatory? Format specifier mandatory. So in the second function, same function call, what I have passed here, argument is a string. Anything denoted with double quote is called as string. But if I want argument or third argument to be printed, what is mandatory? Format specifier. When I give here x is equal to percentile D, what it is expecting? One more argument it is expecting. What is the argument it is expecting? Integer. So am I giving correctly integer here? If it is expecting percentile D and you are giving some float value, is it it a valid point? No. So the first point here you should understand is you should not play any game with what format specifier. When we were programming, we all are comfortable with the percentile D only. Yes or no? But here we must be comfortable with what? Required format specifier to be used. Whenever you want integer, you have to use a format specifier of integer only. Let's say you are going with short integer, you should use short integer format specifier. Whenever you are using character, you must use character format specifier. So you must not, what is that? You should not play game with what? Format specifiers. Yes? What are format specifier? How to use in upcoming days you'll learn. Isn't this clear to everyone? Why that 3 dot in the my concept was? Why this 3 dot in the printer? Is it clear? What is this notation called as? Ellipsis notation. That is the reason when you call printf, first argument I did not get any error. When I call printf next time, I passed how many arguments? 2 arguments. I did not get any error. When I call the third time, how many arguments I passed here? 3 arguments. Still I will not get any error. Why? My compiler will see, okay, printf is a function which has, okay, it is seeing the 3 dots. What is that 3 dot? Okay, it is an ellipsis notation. What is the meaning of that? This printf is a function can receive variable number of arguments. That is the reason you did not get any error. The first point you must clear here is, should not play game with what? Yes. You must use proper format specifiers. Proper format specifiers to be used appropriately. I guess this point is clear to everyone? Yes. So, first point here is header file does not consist of which one? Header file does not consist of definitions. You have seen that where it is available in the path /usr/include. This is a path where all the header files are available. Yes. What are the header files? stdio.h, then what is that? string.h, math.h, so many are there in that. Clear everyone? So header files are text files. Yes, you were able to read that thing, right? Is it are you able to read this everyone? Header file? These are the contents available where? In the stdio.h. So no definitions are available in the header file. Hence we proved here. Yes? Clear everyone? This is header file. I have opened the file stdio.h. Clear everyone? It's a proof for you. So when you tell header files are text file, maybe your interviewer will be telling, have you observed? Yes, where we have opened and we have seen this. Clear to everyone? Yes. And what about library file? What about library files? Library files are binary files. What does it contain? Definitions of the functions. Are available in the library files. We have so many library files like libc.so. It's a library file. We have libm.so. We have libc.a. All this, what is libc.so means? It is shared object. You don't have to study now. This concept will be explained in the advanced topic. When we come across our topic, 1 week of topic will be there related to advanced. There you are going to learn what is this .a extension, what is this .so extension, what is libm.so. All this concept you are going to learn where? In the advanced course. Clear everyone? Is it clear to everyone? Yes. What does it all like this? So many library files are there. What it contains? All the definitions of the function. Is it clear to everyone? Somebody has already worked on. Some programmers has already worked on printf. They have written all the code with respect to the printf, and it is available in the library file. You being the user, you are just using like a rental purpose. Whenever you want, you are trying to utilize from this library. Is it clear to everyone? Yes? Again, this much is clear? Header file and library file? Program. Don't neglect the theory part, because in an interview, your explanation is mandatory. Yes? And try to speak in English in the campus with your friends also. Even though we will provide the communication session for you, attending the session and going out will not work out. Even though if anybody is having trouble in speaking English, you must be habituated from day to day onwards to speak with your friends with what? English. Okay? Because normally mother tongue will come out immediately, right? Yes. So what is needed? Being a Malayali, I cannot speak with any other language. I know only what English here to communicate. So the same way, think that you don't know any other language, try to communicate in English with your friends. Because when you go for the interview, only you'll understand that. Yes? Yes, tell me, what is a program? C program? Set of instructions with respect to what? It is a set of instruction. Is it alphabetic A, B, C, D? Is it coming with that? No. What is that? I am speaking some language. It is an English like standard language I am speaking. So what is a program means? Instructions written in high level language. Yes. In which language? Binary? No. You are not writing in the binary format. Are you writing in binary? No. Yes, tell me. Can I simply mention set of instructions is valid? Can I write it like set of instructions with respect to a particular programming language? If I am going with C program, I am writing that syntax and semantics, everything with respect to what? C programming language. When you go for C++, it is with respect to what? C++. So can I simply quote it like this? Program is a set of instructions with respect to its particular programming language. Yes? Tell me the different types of memories. No, first categorize. Stack. Primary memory. Yes. Primary as well as secondary. Yes. What and all comes under primary memory and what and all comes under secondary memory. You are aware about all those things, right? Yes. List out. RAM, ROM, SRAM, all those coming under. Cache memory. Yes. I mean, you call it as cache or cache, anything. You will be clearing the cache sometime, right? Yes. Then CPU registers, virtual memory. Coming to secondary memory, tell me, this is known to everybody, right? Hard disk drive, SSD, yes, pen drive. What is the difference here? USB. What is the difference between a primary memory and a secondary memory? Yes, CPU can execute only with primary memory. Before that, let me know what is that. I'm not coming with the point of CPU. I'm just telling you what is this primary memory, what is this secondary memory. Which is volatile, which is non-volatile. The first point you should come in this topic is volatile versus non-volatile. Which is volatile and which is non-volatile. Primary memory is volatile. What is volatile means? Data will be erased after the power off or yes. When you go for secondary memory, yes. Now for your task for tomorrow is make some points about primary and secondary memory. Yes, categorize primary memory, secondary memory. Make some points on which one primary memory as well as secondary memory. You should mention one is volatile memory, another one is non-volatile. What happens if power is there? What happens if power is not there? You can use Google or anything to go with it. Clear everyone? Even ChatGPT is also okay. But don't try to program completely with ChatGPT because your logic will not be developed. Everything AI will be able to find. Clear everyone? Yes. So now, I'll just type some program. My file I'm writing here, I'm just writing in a text editor here. Yes? When I go out of the class, will my data will be lost or will it be available? Available? Where it will be available? I'm writing in a document here. Why I'm writing in this document? Because tomorrow if you want to refer my class notes, this should be available. And in our learning management system, all the daily class notes will be uploaded. Today what I'm discussing in this same document will be given to you. You can just download and use it. Okay? And doesn't mean that you should not write anything. It's a good habit like if you write something, whatever you're getting in your language or anything that will be helpful for you. And backup notes will be uploaded in the LMS. Okay? So now, to store this data permanently, which I'll make use of secondary memory. I'll make use of secondary memory like it will be stored in my hard disk drive. Where is my CPU available now? Here in this setup, this is my monitor. Where is my CPU? Is it the black box completely CPU? Is it that black box is completely CPU? No, where is CPU available? Inside that. Yes, what will be there inside this? Hard disk will be there. Then CPU slot will be there. Then RAM slot will be there. Have you observed anything like that? Did you observe where the CPU was placed inside this? Anybody? Go to your home, remove everything and see. Or go to your friend home and remove everything and check. What is that? You can see a RAM slot separately available there. A RAM slot will be there. You can see, when you observe, you can see a fan over there. Down part of that, what will be there? CPU will be there. Like this, just try to observe the hardware parts. What are RAM? Or else meet some computer centers, those who do servicing people. There you can observe. Ask them, Anna, show me some RAM. Show me where is the processor. All those things. Just keep a note on all those things. Is this clear to everyone? Yes. Whatever I am writing. Am I going so speedily? What it is? Let me just write it as secondary memory. Like it can be what? Hard disk drive, SSD, USB, pen drive. It stores my data permanently. Yes, even if the power is off also, my data retains there. So let's take hard disk drive. So what I'm doing is, we are going to learn which programming? C programming. So I'm just going with an extension as, name of the program file I'm taking is proc. What is the extension I'm taking? Doc and dots. This is mine. What kind of file is this? Again, what is this? It is a text file only. I can call it as what? Source file. What is this? It is a source file. Why file? To store the data permanently. To store the data permanently. After writing this program, what I have to do? This is my program. Set of instruction with respect to your C programming language. After writing this program, I have completed. I am standing it like this. Will it anything happen automatically? No. What comes? After writing the program, if somebody is telling you, hey, please write some program. You have written the program. Will you sit simply there? No. What is the next? Execution. No. I have only source file. Huh? Save. Okay. Saving done. Next. Compilation. Understood here? After writing the program, next step is compiler. So here we go for which compiler? Here we are going for GCC compiler. What is a compiler? I mean, the compiler is GCC compiler. What is compiler? Compiler is a software, yes. What it is doing? Which converts high-level language to machine. Can I write it as high-level language to machine understandable code? Yes. So what is a compiler? All these questions you will be getting it in the interview. What is a compiler? It is a software development tool which converts high level language, your C, C++, Python, all those kind of things, high level language to high level language to which one? Machine understandable, low level or machine understandable code. Or low level code. Compiler means it is a software development tool. It is not only one tool, it has multiple tools inside that. Yes? Can you list out some of the tools? What we have seen after writing the program, you will just click on build, some build option, or what is that, compile, some option. Automatically what it will be compiling. If no error is there, you will get your executable file. But how many steps are involved in that? Any idea? How many stages are there? 4 stages. What are those stages? Have you seen all those stages, what happened one by one when you program? No. So here what we have to do is, our tomorrow session will be on compilation stages. We have to see stage 1 what happened, stage 2 who comes into the role, stage 3, stage 4, how each stage, what are the different files created, everything we have to notice. That is the main reason, instead of going with Windows platform, we are going with which one? Linux platform. So that which help us to understand the things in depth. Clear everyone? You may feel a bit difficult in the initial 2 to 3 days to just familiarize with the commands of which one? Linux. Afterwards, benefits are more. So instead of going with the module at the end, we have a Linux module. Studying at that end and studying from the beginning, which one will be better for you? From the beginning, if you start trained with the Linux, there it is going to be easier. Is this clear? After compilation, what are we getting? After this, what I get? Binary, machine understandable code, or can I call it as executable code? Executable code, or here in a Linux platform, we normally mention it as a.out or some program name with dot extension exe. Executable file. What is the extension for executable file? Exe. When you go for, if you want to install some WhatsApp, what are you doing? You will go to the Play Store. What are you downloading? Is it the source file or is it the executable file? Executable file. Are they giving you the source file? No. Why? Because source file, if it is given to the client, any further updates we can modify, right? We, if a programmer knows some concept, we can modify here. But in order to avoid such kind of thing, what WhatsApp team is doing, they are just giving you what? Executable file only. You are just downloading your executable file and start working on that. You cannot modify the code of WhatsApp, right? Yes or no? Source code is not given to the client. What is given? Only executable file is given. Is it this clear to everyone? Source file. Here what is this here? Executable file. Is it this clear to everyone? Or I can call it as application. Calculator, WhatsApp, then Google Chrome. All those are what here? Applications. Now after creating this becomes my application. Is it this clear to everyone? Source file, executable file, or you can call it as what? Application. Is it this clear to everyone? Now, once my application is ready, what I need to do? What I need to do? I want to execute, but I cannot simply execute from the secondary memory. What I need to do? I have to, the word you should not use transfer. I have to load. What is the point? I have to load my application from which one? Secondary memory to the primary memory. What I need to do? I have to load or launch my executable file or application with the help of loader to where? To the, which one? To the primary memory. Or you normally call it as what here? RAM. Understood here? Any application, if you want to execute, you must bring that application from secondary memory to where? Primary memory. Any application to be executed must be brought to the primary memory. You cannot execute from the secondary memory. So you will write some program. After writing the program, you will create an executable file that is available in the secondary memory. You cannot execute from the secondary memory. What is needed? Once your program is written, your executable file is created. What is the next step? You have to launch or you have to load your executable file from secondary memory to the primary memory. Here, let's say I am telling it as RAM. Any application to be executed must be brought to where? Primary memory. Now see here, I am using a journal app. It is an application which is available in my secondary memory. What I did, I have given a double click here. If I double click here, what happens? That is brought to the primary memory. Now is it this program file is in, this application is in the memory or not? It is there in the primary memory. Let's say if I go over this text editor, it is available in my secondary memory, in my hard disk. When I double click on this, is it available in the primary memory now? Yes. When you double click on any application, what are you doing there? You are bringing your application from secondary memory to the primary memory. When you go for some calendar, I don't know whether you can see calendar, it's all these are applications. When I click on this, I'm launching my application from secondary memory to the primary memory. There are so many processes available in the primary memory. As of now, how many are there? I clicked on one is calculator, another one is calendar, another one is text editor. Is it all these are in the primary memory? Yes. Now when I click close here, what is happening? That is out of the primary memory. Now when I click this one, close, that is out of the primary memory. Understood here? Any application, if you want to execute, what is mandatory? You have to launch or you have to load from secondary memory to the primary memory. Is it clear to everyone? Yes. Clear everyone? Are you all sleeping? Are you all sleeping? Yes. How many segments will be there in the beginning is, it is having text segment or code segment. What your application will be having? text segment or code segment. And here what it will be having? It will be having data segment. Text segment or code segment. And what is the next segment I am having is, what is that? Data segment. So what is this here? This is my A dot out. How many segments my A dot out will be having? My application or .exe or .a dot out consists of how many parts? 2 segments. What are those 2 segments? After writing the code, you created your executable file. In Linux platform, we name it as what? A dot out. By default, executable files are named as A dot out. You can change that name also. You can see that. As of now, I am giving it as what? A dot out. Or you can name it in any way. .exe, executable file. Which has how many segments? Text segment. Or what is this here? Data segment. How many segment it is having? Text segment or data segment. What does it contain in the text segment? Your application will be having only 2 segments. One is text segment or code segment. Another one is data segment. Yes. What does it contain in the text segment? It is having binary instructions. I have written in C program. After compilation, what it converts to machine understandable code. Binary instructions of the source code is available, where binary instructions of the source code is available in the text segment or which one? Text segment or code segment. You have written in C programming language. Compiler will convert all those things, and what it creates? Machine understandable code. With respect to your C programming language code, it converts it into what? A machine understandable code. And what it is contained in the data segment? It contains global variables and what is that? Static variables. All these are very important for the interview point. Confirm on questions will come on with one storage class related information where you have to go with all this concept. Is this clear to everyone? Your A dot out or executable has how many segments? 2 segments. What are those? First, text segment or code segment and data segment. What does it contain? Text segment contains binary instructions of the source code. What does it contain in the data segment? And point to be note here is no variables are a part of, if you declare any variables, no variables are a part of text segment or code segments. Because you might have used register storage class, you will be using auto storage class. No variables will be a part of text segment or code segment. Is it clear to everyone? Your A dot out has 2 segments. What is that? Text segment or code segment and data segment. Text segment consists of all the binary instructions of the source code. And what does it contain? Global variables and static variables in the data segment. But for my program to execute, how many segments minimum mandatory is? 3 segments. For my program, my application will be having 2 segments. But my program to execute, minimum how many segments needed? 3 segments needed. What are those 3 segments? 2 segments are available in my A dot out. Text segment and data segment. Once your A dot out is launched to the primary memory, what is created? One more segments will be add on during the load time. What is that called as? Stack. What is that called as? Stack. Depends upon the architecture, size of the stack may vary. But in our architecture it is 8 MB of fixed size stack. For each process, 8 MB of fixed size stack is provided. Who is providing this stack? Who provides this stack? provided by operating system. Provided by the operating system. Stack is not a part of your executable. Stack comes into the role when after your executable is loaded from the secondary memory to the primary memory, then comes the role of which one? Stack. Yes, who is providing that stack? Operating system. Is this clear to everyone? So how many segments are required for a program to execute is minimum 3 segments. What are those? ADOT text segment, data segment and stack segment. Is it clear to everyone? And I have a separate slot is available for which one? CPU. Understood the flow here? This application, when I brought to the primary memory, the application which is loaded from secondary memory to the primary memory, we call it as what? We call it as, what we call it as everyone? We call it as process. Application which is loaded to the primary memory for execution is called as what? Process. Is it this clear to everyone? The source file, any programming language, what you have written, whether with .c, .cpp, any extension, that is source file. After converting, what are we going with? Executable file. But I cannot execute my program in the secondary memory. What is needed? I have to launch or I have to load the application from secondary memory to the primary memory with the help of another tool called as loader. After loading this application from secondary memory to the primary memory, the application which is loaded to the primary memory for execution is called as what? Process. Yes, when you come with the Linux module, everything you will deal with the process only. And what is also provided? Stack is also provided. So your CPU will approach this text segment to fetch the instructions and it starts executing. This is the overall flow of a program execution. Is it this clear to everyone? Clear everyone? Minimum for a program to execute, how many segments minimum mandatory? Yes. For an executable code will be having only how many segments? 2 segments. For a program to execute, how many segments needed? Minimum 3 segments needed. What are those? Yes, we have, first go with text segment or code segment. Second one is data segment, which is a part of which one? Your ADOT or executable. Yes or no? These both are available in ADOT or executable file. Next, what is the third one is? Stack. Is this clear to everyone? Any doubt in here? Here? Program, application, process. What is process? Application which is loaded to the primary memory for execution is called as what? Process. When I click on calculator, that is an application which I loaded to which one? Primary memory. That becomes a process. When you click on web browser, that is an application loaded to the primary for execution. That becomes another process. When you click on some, calendar, that is also application loaded to the primary memory for execution. That becomes another process. Any application when you load it to the primary memory, that is called as what? Process. Is this clear to everyone? Shall we go with some commands to execute in the lab tomorrow? Yes, shall we see some commands? No. Don't be lazy. When we go with login in the lab, okay? Tomorrow early morning, wake up early morning, come with a good attitude to the class, have nice breakfast. What do you have to do? Go to the lab. What is your ID? Can you tell me somebody ID? P25, HG12, anybody's ID? B2, okay, M5, B2. You don't have to log in with other people, log in with your ID, okay? Login is V25HE12V2 and password is 123. Everybody's password is what? 1. Why I am specifying here is, you all will go to the lab. There are senior coordinators will be available and junior coordinators will be available for the support. If you have some basic idea, you don't have to rely on them more. Otherwise, hey, please explain me. Multiple times you have to call them. So please have a note of all those things in your classroom. Isn't this clear? Now see. After reaching there, click on login and password. Normal screen will be opening to you. I don't have to explain you all those things. You can see a terminal. Are you finding a terminal here? Or else if not finding, click on this show application. Here you can type as what? Terminal. Here, click on terminal. Is it some screen is visible to you? Is it my screen is visible? Yes. When you open, you can see like V25, HE12, V2. Yes, what is this indicating? This is username or host name. You are the host in that. And what is this? Your system name. In lab, you may be getting some system 25, system 56, some system name will be given. And what is this? Is working directory. And this symbol indicates normal user. You being the programmer should start with this platform only. Normal user platform. Understood here? You should start with the normal user only. Is this clear to everyone? When you go for Windows, let's say you have some photos taken in the day or something in the college. What you will be doing? You will create a folder. You will create a folder. How to create a folder? Right click, new folder. But here it is not possible. Yes? We works with which platform? Linux, which has command user interface as well as what it is having? Graphical user interface. Linux has command user interface as well as graphical user interface. So what is the first command you can go for here is mkdir, any directory name. Any directory name. Yes? Observe here. Keep a note of all those things. Now observe mkdir. Can you give me somebody's name of this class? Huh? Ganesh. Okay. Every class I will get one Ganesh. Okay. What is the directory name I have created now? Ganesh. I don't know whether it is created or not. Yes? How to list out all the files and folders is using the command ls. What is the command I have to use to list out all the files and folders? ls command. Is it listing out all the files here, everyone, in my system? Can you see here? Observe whether any Ganesh is available. Will be there. Ganesh will be there. Pakka. Will be there. You should have patience to search. That's the only thing. Now it is there. See. Created, no? Yes. So I created a directory called as what? Ganesh. Now, which command I have used there? ls command. Isn't this two command clear? mkdir to create the directory. Creating the. Some people already know, but majority people don't know. That's the reason I'm writing it like this. ls command. Why? listing all the list all files and folders. ls. Every folder by default will be having, are you all sleeping? So be energetic. Every folder by default will have two entries. One is dot, another one is double dot. Dot means link to self. You understand all this point? Dot means link to self and double dot means link to parent. I'll show you how to use dot and dot, double dot. Every folders by default will be having two entries. One is dot, another one is double dot. Dot means to link to the self. Double dot means link to the parent. I'll show you how to use. This is clear to everyone? So which command you have to use to create the directory? mkdir. Yes, which help you to list out all the files and folders? ls. Now, after creating a folder, what we used to do, we used to double click on that. To enter inside, we used to double click, but I cannot go with that. So what I have to use is, which command I need to go with? Change directory. Which command? Where I have created? Here, right? Observe here. I created a directory. I want to go inside that directory. What is that? CD. What is the name of the directory I have given? Ganesh. Are you finding any difference here? Yes. Why I am using CD command? Are you writing it all these commands? CD for change the directory. CD is used for changing the directory. Yes. Now I want to see what is my current location. Where am I? Who help me to check? PWD. To change the directory I have used which one? CD. CD to which directory name? CD. Example I have created mkdir. What I have created here? Ganesh. When I list Ganesh, I got all the folders which is including what? Ganesh also. Now when I want to go inside this, I want to enter to this, what I have given? Change directory to Ganesh. Got it everyone? Yes. Now see here. I want to see present working directory or path of the working directory. What is that? PWD. What is this given it as? Yes. What it is telling? You are under home. What is the path it is telling? You are under home. Present working directory or path of working directory. Anything? Present working home. You are under home. Inside the home, one more directory, class 1, and now you are in the directory Ganesh. It's like child, parent, grandparent. Understood here? Child, parent, grandparent. Is it this clear to everyone? How did I switch to the directory? Understood? Change directory to Ganesh. Is it this clear to everyone? Clear or not? Yes. Now I want to create one more directory. Tell me. Now what is my current directory? Ganesh. I want to go back. I don't want to go inside Ganesh. I want to go back. Who help me to go back? Every folder has by default two entries. What are the two entries? Dot and double dot. What is dot indicating? Link to self. What is double dot indicating? Link to parent. So what I am doing here, I want to go back to this parent. What is that? CD double dot. CD space double dot. Now see my present working directory. It is I am under home. I am under class 1. Understood everyone here? Understood what is the double dot? Link to the parent. Previously I was under Ganesh. Now I have to go back. So what I have given here? CD double dot. Link back to the parent. Isn't this clear to everyone? I want to go inside Ganesh again. I want to go inside Ganesh. CD Ganesh. Now when I check here, present working directory, what are we getting here? You are under home, class 1, Ganesh. Isn't this clear to everyone? I want to go back. CD space double dot. Understood everyone? I want to switch into this directory again. CD Ganesh. Got it everyone? Here. Now what is the present working directory here? Home, class 1, Ganesh. I want to go back. See, CD double dot. Where am I now? I am under home. I am under class 1. Again, if I give CD double dot, where am I? I am under home. Again, when I go, now see the symbol here. Normal user symbol is this. When I give CD double dot here again, can you see any change here? Huh? Open your eyes and see. See any difference is there or not? Here this is normal user. What is this slash indicate is you are under which one? You are under root user. What is this here? You are under root user. Who is the root user? Admin. Yes or no? What is this here? This is the root user. You should not work with which one? You should not work with root user. Root user is the admin privilege. Yes, when you install your applications or not, who is doing that? Root. So what is this here? Root user. Your programmer should always work with which user only? Normal user only. Is it this clear to everyone? How to create the directory? mkdir. Then next one? ls command. Next one? cd. Then I want to go back? cd double dot. Now see here. I want to list out what are the files and folders there. Which is the command I have to give here? ls command. Can you see here? So many files it is showing like bin, boot, etc, home. Is it showing home everyone? Now see, when I check what are the contents available there in the root, I can see here bin, another directory, boot, deb, home, another directory inside that, then etc, like that so many folders and directories. Inside this home, what is there again? So many subdirectories again there. One directory is what here? Class 1. Understood here? Another one I created here is what? Ganesh. Here I can create V25, HE12, A5. Yes. Now when I check my present directory, what it has told? Under home, under class 1. That is my directory given. After that again what I created again? Again what I created? I can create again one more directory which is called as what? Ganesh. Clear everyone? Yes or no? Now how to create the directory? mkdir. Now observe here. You should not work with root directory. You have to work with which one only? Normal user. Now I want to switch to where am I? Present working directory. What it is telling? You are under home, class 1. I want to go inside Ganesh. CD, change directory to Ganesh. Is it created everyone? Now when I check present working directory, it's showing me home, class 1, Ganesh. Here this. I want to see whether any contents are available in the directory Ganesh. What it is listing me now? It is showing me nothing. Why? There is nothing. Yes, there is no contents available where? In the Ganesh. In this directory, I don't have any contents. So when you go for, I am just going here with an editor called as VI editor. Which editor I'm going to use here? I'm going to use the editor VI, Vim editor, Pico editor. So many editors are there. Editor VI is there, then Vim editor is there, then Pico, Nano. Like this, so many editors are there. So which among this very strong is VI editor? We are going with VI editor here. What am I going with? VI editor. Now you click on here. VI, let me write it as program 1 dot, which extension? .c. What is the editor I am choosing here is VI. Already admin has installed that editor. VI editor is already installed. So I am just going to use of VI program 1.c. Is it an editor window open in front of you? Is it an editor window open? Yes or no? Yes. Once you have given VI prog1.c, what is created? An editor window will be open. What will be created? An editor window will be open in front of you. Something like this, so many things you can see over there. An editor window open. What you have to do is press escape. What you have to do? Press escape. Or else you can use another option. Insert. Instead of escape, go with what? Insert. Press insert or I from the keyboard. Press insert or I from the keyboard. Now, you cannot see anything, only that symbols you can see. Press on insert. Is it showing you something here? Insert, is it showing you here? Yes. So when I go for here, when insert is visible to you, what you have to do? You can start typing the code. What it is showing? When you press insert, what you can see on the screen? You can see insert on the screen. Start typing. What you have to do? Start typing. Yes, now observe here. I pressed insert. If I press escape, nothing is there. When you press insert or I, can you see insert here? Yes. Now see. Hash include. Again, I am not teaching you the programming now. Just how to use a terminal. Hash include stdio.h into main. And what am I giving here? Printf hello. And I'm just writing here return 0. I completed my program. What I need to do? I am in the editor page now. I want to go out of the editor. I want to go out of the editor. Can you see insert is still visible? What you need to do is press escape. If you want to come out of the editor page, what you have to do is press escape. It will not come out. Yes, I want to get a colon. If I want to get a colon, here in this screen, you have two options. One is semicolon and the colon. How to get the colon? Shift. What is needed? Shift. I want to come out after editing. I have written some code here. Some code I have written. You have to come out of the editor. Press escape. Press escape. Then what I need to do? Shift colon. Shift colon. What I'll be getting here? WQ. How to come out of the terminal? Escape. Initially it is there in the insert button. What I am going to click is escape button. I just press the escape. What I need to get? I need to get colon. You will get two colons here now. Here. What I need to do? Shift colon. Are you getting colon there? What I need to write now? WQ. What I have written there? WQ. Did I come out of the terminal, everyone? Did I come out of the editor page? Yes. I want to go inside again. VI prog1.c. If I want to type something, what I need to press? Insert or I. So if I want to write hello or something I've written. Am I in the editor page now? Yes. I want to go back. I want to exit from the editor. How? Press escape. Then shift colon WQ. Shift colon WQ. Got it, everyone? Now I am in the Ganesh. What is I'll take another 2 more minutes, okay? So that I'll just complete it. What is there in the Ganesh folder now? In the Ganesh folder, I have a file called as which file here? Program1.c. Is it available? How to list out? ls command. Is it telling me that? Yes, there is a file called as program1.c. Understood everyone here? Clear? Next I need to compile this. Which compiler I am going to use here? GCC compiler. How to compile? GCC program1.c. What is that? GCC program1.c. Which file you have given, you are going to compile that. My program has been compiled successfully. And when I am checking whether an executable is created or not, how to list out? ls. Now can you see here? Program1.c is my source file. After compilation, what I got here? a.out. It is my executable file. By default, you will get the name as what? a.out here. Is it compilation completed, everyone? Yes or no? Once after writing the code, what you have to do is GCC. What is that? GCC program1.c. Step is vi program1.c. This is to edit. GCC program1.c. What will be created? Executable file will be created with the name a.out. Now what is the next step? Program you have written. Application is ready. What is the next step? You have to load this program from the secondary memory to the primary memory. Got it, everyone? For that you have to use a step like dot slash. Dot means from the self-loading. Dot slash, what is the application name here? a.out. Dot slash a.out. What are you doing? You are loading your application from where? Secondary memory, the current path, from the current path to where? To the primary memory. Dot slash a.out. Is it my hello is displayed, everyone? Can you see my output here? Yes. How to create the program? How to create the file here? vi file name .c. Start typing the program in the editor. Come out of the editor with escape. Shift colon WQ. Come out. What is the next one? GCC, your file name with .c extension. What will be created? a.out or executable file will be created. Once your executable is created, what is needed? You have to load or launch your executable from secondary memory to the primary memory. And you go how dot slash a.out. Is this clear to everyone? Yes. And try this commands also. Tomorrow we'll study some more commands. Try this commands also, okay? cp source to destination. Take one file called as program. I'll wind up just now, don't worry. Program1.c. What you need to do is here I have taken high he12, some contents are there. What you have to do here? cp. What is the source file here? Program1.c. You have to copy all the content from program1.c to which file called as program2.c. What do you have to do? Copy command. Try this command also. Copy command. From where? Source to destination. What happened? All the contents of program1.c also will be available where? In the end program2.c. Is this clear to everyone? Remaining, let's see in tomorrow's session. Yes? So tomorrow what you should do is, don't go for any array-based program or anything. What you have to just do, just open the terminal, just try to create some folder. What you have to do? Try to write a simple program on which one? C. That's all. Don't do much further task and don't ask more doubts in the lab related to the topic which is not delivered as of now. For tomorrow, just 8:30 you can just attend the lab you'll get the information through the mail. Okay? You'll get the WhatsApp information, what time you have to come to the lab, all the information will be given. Is this clear to everyone?